Yesterday I did a routine stop for fuel, and guess what? I had to go all the way to the 5th gas station just to get some gas. In fact, here's a tip. So this is my 5th petrol station. I'm at Total. And they're the only ones with fuel for now. They're out of diesel. Petrol is the only thing they have. So hakuna advice naweza kupatia other than just buy a bicycle. Because full tank hata huwezi pata. It's not easy. If you can, weka. But otherwise just get a e-bike or something like that and you'll get by. So we are officially at the event horizon of this fuel crisis. And in this video I want us to look at some of the events that are likely to follow if this crisis persists or gets worse. Let's get after it. Number 1, greedy vendors will now start hiking the price at the pump. Because of what? Desperation. Everybody wants to make a quick buck in the middle of a crisis when it's illegal. EPRA has not raised the costs. In fact, here's one prime example.
No, wewe asubuhi ulipata hii ikiuzwa namna hiyo? Hata jana nimeuza hivyo. Umeuza namna hiyo? Lakini unajua serikali haijaongeza. Unajua mafuta ni kitu ambayo serikali inaongeza. Sio unauza namna unataka. Because you are stealing from people. Nikichukua hatua mtasema Gitonga mtetezi amekuja hapa. Pari niko ni rangaranga. Huyu jamaa ameniuzia mafuta hapa, nimenunua. Najua bei ya mafuta is 176.8. Kwa hivyo kuuzia watu 230 per liter. Tayari umeimbia hiyo mtu karibu 60 shillings per liter. That is very wrong. And I'm reporting you now. Nimekuambia the till number ambayo naiona ndio hiyo ndio natumia. Ukiangalia hapa ndio hiyo inaendelea. I got nothing personal against them. Lakini vibaya sana kuimbia wana.
So any vendor who's misbehaving, be it Shell, Total or whoever, record them. Number 2, the transport and logistics industry is about to get hit. So if you know you use Matatu or Bolt or you drive yourself or you charter planes, either way, the cost of moving from point A to B is going to be very, very expensive. And that's not even the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is when we have no fuel whatsoever. Meaning even if you have 10,000, no Matatu can take you anywhere. No Bolt can take you anywhere. That is a reality that we are staring down if we cannot get oil into this country. And even worse than that, the moment trailers cannot move from point A to B, we are cooked. Because now how does toilet paper get to your supermarket or your kiosk? How does unga and sugar move from point A to your local mall or supermarket and that small kiosk that is usually outside where you live? Suddenly, commodities will not be there. The ladies using sanitary towels or pads, the children using diapers, those who use shaving cream, all these things that we take for granted suddenly will not be in the market. Or even worse, that could trigger a ration. You're not told it's 1 kg of sugar per person. It is 1 packet of unga per person. 1 packet of tissue per person. So you see, this is where we are headed if we cannot solve this issue. A price hike is just the beginning. Lack of basic commodities is the ultimate disaster. Third industry to get hit is agriculture. Think of all those farmers who are using huge tractors that depend on gasoline, or their generators which need fuel to pump water some 2 kilometers down their piece of land. That is another group of people who need to be very, very careful. Number 4, if you are using tokens or post-pay electricity, just know that the cost of electricity is going to go up. How so? Diesel and thermal plants need petrol to stay afloat. So even if they stay open for business, the cost of tokens and electricity in general will have to go up. Wale wako na solar ndo munaweza kuepuka hiyo. So long story short, what's my advice? Number 1, stock up. Stock up before there is a crisis. Buy enough toilet paper, buy enough of everything you feel you need. So when the crisis hits, you have a good 2 to 3 months of comfort before things can go bad. Don't wait for the rations to start. Move ahead of it as early as now. Number 2, if you're in a position to, it is not a must, but if you're in a position to, depending on the range you cover, if you work some 10 kilometers from where you live, 5 kilometers, consider getting a bicycle. You don't need the Matatu, you don't need to drive. If you have a bicycle, you can move from point A to B and B to A. or an e-bike, or an e-motorcycle, or an e-vehicle if you have that kind of money to spare. Because in fact, those are the people who are going to be least affected at this juncture. When all motorbikes za fuel zitekwa kando hizo za bodaboda, those using e-motorbikes will be able to continue serving the local population for probably 6, 7, 8 or even 1 year longer than the others. If you're considering to get one, also get it before the crisis hits. Because once there is no fuel, when everybody is turning to electric vehicles and bikes and so on and so forth, the price will double or triple because now they'll know they're in demand. If an e-bike was going for 100,000, now it will be 400,000 because everybody wants it, and if you won't buy it, this next person will buy it. So we are not yet there. I suspect we could go there. I'm just saying, do your due diligence, prepare for the inevitable in case it does happen and you won't have anything to cry about. Otherwise, as usual, one term, hii ni shida tuko nayo sababu ya Upio Wandayi. He told us that we have enough fuel to stay afloat. There'll be no shortage. Next thing we are hearing, his PS and Sijui who is arrested because of a scandal. Now there is a shortage. People are visiting the 5th and 6th petrol station just to find fuel. Na ile kidogo iko, watu wanaeka full tank wakienda. Sasa, what kind of country are we having? Anywho, at the end of the day, guys, that's just my opinion. Now, I'm aware Rigathi Gachagua and President Ruto have met at the ongoing funeral service in Ol Kalou. I will touch on this in the next few hours. I've already been keeping tabs on it, seeing what's happening. I can brief you kidogo. Ruto amekaa hapa, wameka Gachagua as the 6th person kule mwisho. It was Gachagua, then Silvana Sosoro, then Kimani Ichung'wah, then Wetangula, then Kindiki, and then Itumbi hapo katikati, alafu Ruto wamejaribu kumsongesha huko nyuma. I'm just giving you a small brief. I'll do a full video on this one later on after the speeches have been given so that I can give you a whole holistic thing. But anyway, that's just my take on the matter. Do drop me your comments in the comment section below. I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, today's Ads the Day.
Right now, I'm with my team headed to a client's house in Ruto for consultation. That is to take measurements of the windows, go through our catalog with the client, and then once they decide on the color and the fabric they want, we'll get busy sewing, and at long last, the curtains installation will be on us. So if you're looking for curtains, shears, curtain rods, curtain accessories, reach out to Phoenix Curtains and Interior Decor and we will sort you out. Call us on 0724 414153.
If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. And if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for Mzitowafula. Hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.